By the way, I spoke at Toastmasters pretty much every week from January to March. I basically spoke 8 weeks. Like I practiced and they gave me feedback. And one of the
Right.
most powerful feedbacks I got was when I first gave the first speech and I pretty much read that one shaking. The president of the club, who wasn't even an evaluator, he came up to me afterwards and said, Joel, this is a great speech. You basically said, I love you, Lauren, in 12 different ways for 17 minutes. No one's going to remember that. I would highly recommend you tell stories and make a point. And so I ripped up that speech and revised it to stories. And I just told 12 stories about Lauren. And Lauren told me on the Monday after in school, 2 different girls walked up to her and said, your dad gave a great speech at your bar mitzvah.
He really loves you.
And by the way, Lauren's a magical manifester, and she's manifested her job at PNC Bank and pretty much everything else.
Right.
I have tons of stories about her, and that's what I did. That was my speech. I gave stories about how Lauren, wherever we went, and from like we started traveling when she was 5 or 6, and for those 7, 8 years before bar mitzvah, we would go to like Universal Studios, and she would get picked out of the crowd to be at the Animals Act Live show out of 350 kids. Now Morgan was standing right next to her, like me,
Yes.
and Lauren would get picked. And we went to Dutch Wonderland. We went to Hershey Park. Every amusement park we went to, the characters quiz show, and she would be on stage. She was on stage like 12 times from age 5 or 6 to 12, and loved it because she wanted to be center stage. She lit up. Anyway, so that was my speech, and it was memorable because it was all about her manifestations.